guys, my name is The Blown Tire, otherwise known as Will, and today I'm bringing you some more Battlefield 3. And this is going to be another weapon review, and this time it is going to be of the L86A2 light machine gun. So to start off, I am going to be running through the stats, and then later on in the video I'm going to be voicing my opinion, and then saying why you should use this weapon, or shouldn't use this weapon compared to any of the other magazine-fed LMGs within the support kit. So to start off, the rate of fire is a solid 750 round per minute fire rate. So that is average. It's not the best within the support class and all the other LMGs, especially the magazine-fed, but it is a nice weapon to say the least, and it means that you can control the recoil. It's basic and it's easy to use. So to move swiftly onto the bullet velocity, which is measured in meters per second, because you do the meters, how far it travels in seconds, and you get meters per second, la-di-da. It has a 640 round per minute, not 640 round per minute, 640 meters per second bullet velocity. That means the bullet will travel quite quick. However, obviously it isn't as quick as some other weapons within Battlefield 3. So you need to bear the bullet speed and how far you will need to trail in front of your enemy when trying to take them out at medium to long range. The maximum range for the weapon isn't really needed, but I'll tell you this anyway. It is 960 meters. However, you shouldn't be using an LMG at that range, because you're going to have to aim 1.5 seconds in front of where the guy's going to be for it to hit, and guess and la-di-da. It's confusing, so I wouldn't use this weapon above maybe a range of 75, maybe 100, to say 100 at the max, but I wouldn't dare touch it more than 75 in normal game scenarios. However, in these clips, you'll see maybe gameplay ranging from sort of 2 meters around about 55 meters. So it shows the wide expanse of the gun, and it has a 7% suppression value. That's the same as all other weapons that fire the 5.56 NATO round or Russian equivalent. The heavier 7.62 round used by the belt-fed LMGs and sniper rifles and the G3A3 and Scar H carry a 10% suppression value, which therefore means it suppresses more. That's why you use it, for more suppressive fire. Moving on to the damage. So the L86 has the same damage model as its assault rifle counterpart, the L85. It has 25 damage up to a range up to 18.4 at a distance of 50 meters. At a 25 damage carries on going to 8 meters, and then slowly drops off to 50 meters when the damage is 18.4. And moving over to the magazine and reload speeds and capacities and all of a shizzle and a dizzle. So the L86 has a 2.8 short reload, so that means if you have a bullet left in the chamber or in the magazine, it depends, from either 1 bullet to 45. I don't know why you'd reload when only using 1 bullet. You may be strange, or just quite very strange. It will take 2.8 seconds, as I said. So that is not one of the quickest reload speeds in the assault rifle. Well, not in the assault rifle. In the assault rifle LMG cross-speed hybrid class, but it isn't the slowest, so bear that in mind in CQC, as well as just normal gunplay. The long reload is when all bullets have been used in the gun, so you've used 45 or 46 if you still had a bullet left in the chamber. It takes 3.3 seconds, which is again the middle ground between the LMG assault rifle hybrids, so bear that in mind as well. Now moving on to the recoil, which makes or breaks a gun effectively. It has a 0.15 left recoil and a 0.25 right recoil. That is slightly better than the other magazine fed LMGs in certain aspects, but also in not. And I'm going to try and break this down now to compare it with the two main other magazine fed LMGs, the RPK and the M27 IAR. So let's start off with the M27 IAR and comparing that to the L86, because they are both two very similar guns, and then I'm going to go to the RPK. The left recoil for the M27 is 0.1 compared to the L86 is 0.15. That means that the gun kicks more to the left than the M27. However, it kicks less to the right than the M27. Bear that in mind when you are in some sort of combat situation, when you're having to watch your recoil, or, I know this sounds silly, but even though you support watch your ammo count, how many bullets you've got left to kill a guy or couple, depends what scenarios you find yourself in. The vertical recoil is 0.32. Compared to both of those magazine fed LMGs, they are in the middle. The M27 has 0.35, the RPK has a 0.3. Again, that means you will kick up. However, it is, due to the fact the fire rate is relatively slow, it's relatively easy to control the recoil. So now I'm going to be going over why you should use this LMG over the other LMGs which have similar characteristics. So first of all, if you're patriotic, such as me, it's British, and so is the L85. So I try and sometimes utilise those weapons due to the fact I'm quite a patriotic person, because I believe our nation's the best. No, not trying to cause like a war, I'm just expressing my personal beliefs. Freedom of speech. Whoop, whoop. Also, it has less recoil, it effectively has less recoil than all of the other LMGs, which means that it's obviously easier to control. And 3, it just looks beastly. It looks absolutely lovely. It's a British gun. It just looks like it's just been crafted with a hand of skill and wisdom. So a couple of loadouts. So a loadout I like using is with the Cobra or Red Dot, whichever you guys actually do prefer. I prefer the Cobra personally due to the fact that it's clear around the outside. You have a little bit more peripheral vision on the left, right, and above. But if you're in a gun such as CN Crossing here, you're trying to pick out targets sometimes above you, and obviously you'll need to have a bit of peripheral vision for that. I have no primary attachment, and you may say, well, you have a bipod and it's an LMG, why not do it? The thing is, yeah, it's an LMG, but the thing is, because of the fact it has such a small magazine capacity compared to the others, it won't be able to provide any real suppressive fire compared to the others. And a foregrip due to the fact there's not much side-to-side recoil, reduces the accuracy at longer range when in conjunction with a heavy barrel. However, I don't have a heavy barrel, I have a flash presser just because I like flash pressers. So thank you ever so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time out on the battlefield.